Hey YouTube, Ridalgar here, and I am back with a new video. I know I haven't posted one in a while, but it's my birthday, so I was like, why not post a video? Because I got a couple things for my birthday that just came out really recently. Um, I got some really cool stuff, but one thing that my mom threw in when we were at Walmart today was the new Exceed deck, and I got two of them, and this guy is in the deck, so I thought I'd open one for you. I know you probably can look up the deck list online, but you know, whatever, I'd do a video. So let me just pop open this box, pull it out, you get this, you get one free YCS or regional entry. Sorry, I was holding that upside down. It's good until July 1st, 2012, so you have about a year to use it. Paper mat, you get one of these and all the starter decks sit on the table. And this booklet teaches you basically what happens to the Exceed monsters when they're detached, or the Exceed materials when they're detached from the Exceed monsters. So let's pop out the deck. There's a tab on the back, and you just pull that around. There we go. Pop off the top. Get this. And there you go. So I'll just run through all the cards. Some of them are really bad, some of them are really good. You know, reprints. There's another Mirror Force in here. I know we're all happy about that, but yeah. So first is number 39 Utopia. He's one of our new Exceeds. I'll explain him in later. Gantetsu or something like that. I don't know. He's a level 2 Exceed. Grenosaurus. He's a level 3 Exceed. So, Tour Guide decks. Yeah. Spirit of the Heart. Luster Dragon 2. Dark Blade. Gene Warped Warwolf. Zubaba Knight, he's new. Ganbara Knight, he's new. Feedback Warrior, he's new. Speedbird, he and or she is new. Keyman the Key Warrior, he's new. Tension, she's new. Shine Knight, he's new. Giant Rat, Shining Angel, Blade Knight, Marauding Captain, Majestic Mech Senku, Vengeful Shinobi, Field Commander Roz, Trident Warrior, and the last monster is Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. So I'll go over some of these new cards in a little bit, but for right now I'm just going to keep going through spells. Blustering Winds, I think this one's new. I'll go over it anyways. Harmonic Waves, I think this one's new. It's a little versatile, so it doesn't work just for only Exceeds. XYZ Energy, it's a new, basically like a Gemini Spark, but it's a normal, so it kind of sucks. MST, Fissure, Swords, Warrior Returning Alive, Banner of Courage, Poison of the Old Man, and Lucky Iron Axe. That's all for spells. Next, we have a couple of new trap cards. Reinforced Space, that's new. XYZ Effect, that's new. Dust Tornado, Trap Hole, 7 Tools, Mirror Force, Regeki Break, Shield Spear, Limit Reverse, that's not bad, and Reinforced Truth. This has been teched in a couple decks I've seen, but not very many. I don't know. I know this one has been working out in Tengu Plants. So. Let's take a look at some of these new cards. First, we'll take a look at the traps. This first one's called XYZ Effect, and what it says is when you summon an XYZ monster, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. So I mean, if your deck is based off Exceeding, then you might get it off a lot. It seems pretty conditional to me, so I don't know if I would run it in any Exceed deck. Next one is called Reinforced Space. It says each face-up XYZ monster you control gains 300 attack for each XYZ material monster attached to it until the end phase. I don't know. I'm going to call it Exceed or XYZ. Either one, they mean the same thing, okay? It's just, I'm just reading its face off the card, so. So yeah, this is just like a power booster. I don't know if I'd run that either. XYZ Energy is a normal spell. Detach one XYZ monster, material monster you control to target one face-up monster your opponent controls and destroy that target. I don't know. It's kind of like a Gemini Spark. I guess it's not as bad because your monster doesn't get destroyed, but then again, your material's gone. So, I mean, if you're using this guy, then it might be bad. You'll figure out why later because I'll go over it. Harmonic Waves looks like this. Says target one face-up monster on the field. It becomes level 4 until the end phase. That sounds kind of versatile actually, because if you can take a tuner and you can just go Harmonic Waves on it and make it a level 4, you can make anything a level 4. Let's say you have I don't know, Stardust, and you go level 4. I don't know, maybe you can make, yeah, I don't know, you could take this, use it on Malefic Stardust in a Gravekeeper deck so that you can summon 39. I guess that would work. Blustering Winds. Target one face-up monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack and defense until your next standby phase. I think that's new, but I don't know if I'd really use it. It's a normal, so it really doesn't make a difference. Shine Knight. This one's new. It's level 3 light warrior effect, and this says what this card is level 4 while it's in defense position. So kind of a Morphtronic kind of effect right there. Tension. Wow, this card feels really thick. It's a level 2. It looks like this. It's a light. It's a fairy, and it says this card gains 400 attack for each face-up level 2 monster you control. So it's already an automatic level, automatic 1,000 attack. So there's that. Keyman, the Key Warrior. Once per turn during your main phase, you can make this card level 3 until the end phase. So, I don't know, kind of Exceedy, Synchro-y. I don't know. This next one's kind of interesting. It's called Speedbird. I don't know, it would be better if it was like a Sangan effect instead of this. Hold on, I'll show you. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target 2 level 2 monsters in your graveyard and special summon them, but their effects are negated. So he has to be destroyed by battle, but you do get those 2 level 2 monsters so you can Exceed right away, which doesn't seem like a bad idea to me. I mean, we have our little level 2 Exceed over here, Gachi Gantetsu. He's not very good, but you could sure Exceed for him with that guy. You sure could. Feedback Warrior. He says he's a level 3 Earth Warrior effect, 800 attack, 700 defense. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one face-up monster you control and it becomes level 3. It's already level 3, but if you go and target another level 3, you can Exceed for your Grenosaurus. Yeah, that sounds like a good play right there. Ganbara Knight. He's new. He's a level 4 light warrior. When this card is face-up attack position is targeted for an attack, you can change it to defense position. 0 attack, 1800 defense, so it's, you know, kind of weird, odd monster. And the last little monster we have here is Zubaba Knight. Zubaba Knight is a level 3 Earth warrior, and if this card attacks a face-up defense position monster, destroy that monster at the start of the damage step without damage calculation. It's got 1600 defense, or 1600 attack. So it's kind of versatile, and I don't know. Someone might make a deck around it, whatever. But let's go on to the stuff you guys actually care about. The Exceed monsters, which is the new type of monsters that you can summon. And what you do to summon an Exceed monster is you have to take 2 monsters that are the exact same level, level 3, level 3, level 3, 3, and what you do is you have them on the field, and then you just stack them on top of each other, and then you find an Exceed monster with the same level, or it looks like a level, but it's actually called a rank, the same number of stars, and you put that on top of these two, and this goes in one monster spot on your field. So you now have 3 monsters in one monster spot, and then the Exceed effects deal with the material monsters that it has. So I'll go over the first Exceed that, well, it's the lowest level Exceed that you get in the deck. It's called Gachi Gachi Gantetsu. It's a level Earth, rank 2. It's a rock Exceed an effect, and it says and it uses 2 level 2 monsters. Now, its effect says, if this face-up card would be destroyed, you can detach 1 XYZ material monster from this card instead. So if it has 2 monsters, you can remove 2 times to keep it on the field for 2 attacks. I guess it's just a big shield. And it says, face-up monsters you control gain 200 attack and defense for each XYZ monster material attached to this card. So this guy would be one of those kids that'll just sit there in defense position and just wall your opponent out while you draw cards. And that's all it's going to be good for, because it gains 200 defense. So you're going to have, sorry, my computer blacked out. You're going to have him sitting there with 22 defense, and that's pretty much all that's going to happen. So, yeah, and he'll help power up other Exceeds. And next, we have Granosaurus, and he is a he's a rank 3 fire dinosaur Exceed effect, and he says 2 level 3 monsters are needed to Exceed summon him. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sent it to the graveyard, you can attach 1 XYZ material monster from this card to inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. So he's just basically a big burn, and he's fire, so he kind of reminds me of Volcanics. So yeah, I guess he's one of those guys that's just a big kind of a big beater. Might be a little too weak to need to be summoned by 2 level 3 monsters. I guess the burn effect is alright. I think that Fire Serpent guy is like level 3, so if you burn with him and then you Exceed and then you burn more, I don't know, it's kind of weird. And the last one is the one that actually I care about, which is pretty much the reason why I got both the decks, and which is number 39, Utopia. He is he's a rank, sorry, I keep saying level. He's a rank 4 light monster he's a warrior and an XYZ, or Exceed and effect. And he takes 2 level 4 monsters, and it says, when any player's monster declares an attack, you can detach 1 XYZ material monster from this card to negate the attack. When this card is targeted for an attack, and it has no XYZ materials, destroy this card. So if he has no monsters underneath him, because you've already negated 2 attacks, then he dies automatically. So I don't know if that's good, bad. He's good for 2 times before he's gone. So I got 2, and I will currently be using these in Gravekeepers, because Gravekeepers like level 4 Exceed monsters. Running out of time here, I'm just going to wrap this up with a couple rulings on Exceed monsters. Some people have been wondering what happens when they get detached. I have the little manual here with Exceed stuff. What you do when you detach a monster, it says when an XYZ monster tells you to detach an XYZ material, take one of the selected stacked XYZ material monsters cards beneath your XYZ monster and send it to the graveyard. So it's sent from the field to the graveyard. So if Sangan is a level 3 and it's being used as a level 3 Exceed monster, it's technically going to the graveyard. So I believe that Sangan's effect would go off. Same with Gravekeeper's Recruiter. So if you had 2 Gravekeeper's Recruiter under it and Utopia negates an attack, you negate the attack and then you search your monster, which I think is correct. Close. Okay. Which I think is correct. So if you want to check it out, check the rulings. I honestly don't know if there have been any rulings on it so far. But yeah.